Everybody knows in this room that smoking is not good for your body, but do you really know what it physically does? I'm going to show the lungs. The worst part is that 14 years ago, people did not know that smoking could cause damage to your body because cigarette industries did not make anybody aware of the risks. In 1999, the biggest liability award since then was granted to a 40-year-old janitor who knew nothing about the health risks of smoking. He was sure that a company would not sell him something that would kill him. He died of lung cancer, and his wife received $81 million for the company's fault of lying about the risks of smoking. Imagine if you didn't know that something you did every single day could kill you, and that the company selling it to you knew about it. First of all, I'm going to tell you about the health risks of smoking and what your body is inhaling, but also what others are inhaling too through secondhand smoke, and how our country is moving towards a ban by limiting more and more of cigarette usage. What are chain smokers putting into their body? Believe it or not, lung cancer is not the leading cause of death among smokers. Heart disease is. In 2000, there were 1,690,000 cases of death caused by cardiovascular disease and 850,000 caused by lung cancer. There are 599 additives approved in the production of cigarettes, but these additives have not been tested burning. When burnt, these additives create 4,000 chemical compounds, 200 of which are poisonous and 60 which are carcinogens. Some examples are carbon monoxide, nitrogen oxides, hydrogen cyanide, and ammonia. Although the additives are approved for food, they were never tested burnt. With the addiction danger and physical dangers you acquire with smoking, why do it? Along with the physical diseases, there becomes an addiction problem with chain smokers. Nicotine is found in tobacco, as you all know. There are many different effects it can have on you, from boosting your mood to stimulating memory and alertness. But although these are the highs, you can also feel withdrawal symptoms within 2 to 3 hours since you last used tobacco. These symptoms can vary from depression to headaches to drowsiness, but one symptom stays the same: the need for nicotine continues. With all of these additives people are inhaling, they are also being exhaled into the air. Secondhand smoke can be just as dangerous as firsthand smokers. My grandmother had a friend that died 2 years ago because she died from lung cancer. Her husband was a chain smoker. She never smoked in her entire life, but she acquired lung cancer from her husband. People feel as though they have the right to put that into their body if they want to, but what about the people who don't want that in their body? Unless you plan on living alone, isolated, in-house, by yourself, you're going to be spreading the danger. And also, there are risks with pregnancy. It increases your risk for miscarriage, ectopic pregnancy, and premature birth. But also, it can hurt the fetus. You can have a stillborn child. Children, if you have a baby, it has increased nicotine receptors. It has a chance of having birth defects, and the likelihood of the child having anxiety and smoking as a teenager is increased. Luckily, today people are becoming more aware of the risks of smoking, and government is already making some changes. For example, no smoking on public school grounds, no smoking on a plane, and most restaurants and public transportation. The Tobacco Directive passes the subsidiary tests. To amend Directive 2001-37-EC, they seek to ban slim and/or flavored cigarettes with recognizable taste, such as vanilla, chocolate, or mint, and wants companies to add health warnings, requiring 75% of both front and back of the packages to have warnings of health risks, including pictures and text. Only 8 national parliaments sent an opinion to denounce the nonconformity of the text with principles of subsidiarity and proportionality. This is 11 short of the required number to halt the process and re-examine the proposal. Therefore, the draft has passed the lower forms of government. The argument to the outright ban of cigarettes falls under the 14th Amendment. Have that on a slide. But whether smoking falls under the definition of liberty is up for negotiation. The definition will also be on the slide. Tobacco has been a part of U.S. culture and agriculturally and socially. They tend to define smoking as a garden variety liberty other than an essential liberty. The Takings Clause has some restrictions to government for private property rights. People's argument to pro-smoking bars, restaurants, is that people are aware of the risks and may choose not to come in, which is very valid. The government is trying to make as many little steps as possible, even going around the constitutional process, but it seems to be a steady incline to making smoking illegal. Comparably to prohibition, it should be banned and see how it goes and affects people. As you can see, the health risks of smoking are tremendous, and although there are viable arguments, the government seems to be leading towards an outright ban. Every year, people die of cigarette-caused diseases, but not only chain smokers, but the people they affect from secondhand smoke as well. Cigarette companies have a trend of lying about health risks in the past. Government is leaning towards making smoking illegal by implementing small but numerous restrictions. Although people lean towards the 14th Amendment, there's arguments over the definitions of people's liberties. Whenever you walk by someone smoking, know that not only are they harming themselves, but you are inhaling the secondhand smoke as well. People might feel they have the right to smoke, but they don't have the right to put the burning chemicals in the air for the rest of us. Don't be another victim of the cigarette company's games. Nicotine is very addictive, leading to a lifetime of struggle. Smoking has no benefits. The ban of smoking may be hard for current chain smokers, but after abolished could be beneficial for the entire country.